जानना बताना ना। So guys, if you can hear me and if you can see me, just give me a thumbs up in the chat box, and I welcome all my dear aspirants. So guys, we're back with another session for UPSC Prelims 2021. So guys, if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up in the chat box. And before we begin, I would like to inform you about the special offers that we have launched that you must have seen. Nishant sir also told you about this yesterday, that we have a crash course which includes all the verticals that you need to prepare for your prelims. Along with that, we also have these two test series, and we are running 50% off on all these series, guys. Uh, Hello, Priti. Thank you so much. Hello, Narendra. Welcome to the session. Good afternoon, Narendra. Same. So, guys, yes, please, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. All right. Yes, guys. So, guys, please stay safe. Please stay. Please take all the precautions. Please stay healthy. Do not go out for any reason whatsoever, unless it's an emergency. And we have to fight this epidemic as a society together. Um, Preeti, actually, I can vouch for this because some of my relatives are preparing for UPSC, and they have actually chosen EduTap over everything else because the material is so crisp and to the point and relevant that you will find that you are not wasting even a second of your time. So that's the best part, and the way the expert teachers are presenting the topics to you, I mean, hands down, I mean, they're doing an excellent job. So these videos are going to be very, very helpful for your preparation if you haven't done so yet. All right. Good afternoon, Anchal. How are you? You only watch our videos for CSAT. Okay, that's also fine. So guys, let's begin with some previous year questions that were given to the students in the year 2013, I think 13 or 14. So guys, and everybody has to be receptive. Everybody has to give me the answers. All right. So this is the first passage, guys, that we are going to take up today. And on the basis of the passage, they have given us 3 assumptions, and we have to find which of the assumption is valid. So let's read the passage, guys. Soil, in which nearly all our food grows, is a living resource that takes years to form, yet it can vanish in minutes. Each year, 75 billion tons of fertile soil is lost to erosion. This is alarming, and not just for food producers. Soil can trap huge quantities of carbon dioxide in the form of organic carbon and prevent it from escaping into the atmosphere. Right. So, on the basis of the passage, they have given you 3 assumptions. So, we have to find which of the assumptions is valid or which is not. So, what are the assumptions? Large scale soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity in the world. So we're talking about food insecurity because they've mentioned food producers. Even in the first sentence, he has mentioned that nearly all our food that grows in soil. So if if soil erosion is a major reason, then soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity in the world. But have they specifically mentioned that due to soil erosion, the problem of food insecurity has arisen? Yes, guys. Good afternoon, Ankit. How are you? Second assumption is soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic. All right. And third is sustainable management of soils helps in combating climate change. Yes, guys. So, what do you think that which of the assumptions is correct or not? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Everybody has to give me his answer. Anthropogenic is basically related to origin of human beings, right? So something related to development or origin of human beings. That's called anthropogenic. Anthro is related to humans, right? Anthropy. Have you heard it? So anthropogenic is basically, guys, related to development of human beings. Soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic, due to human existence. So they have made three assumptions on the basis. What do you think? Stenson says B. Okay. Ankit says B. Only three. Alpna all says B. Only three. Okay. Large-scale soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity in the world. Now, guys, this is nowhere given in the passage that it is a major reason for food insecurity. Soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic. That means it has been done by human beings. That is also not said in the passage. But sustainable management of soils helps in combating climate change. That is a true assumption. So only the third statement is correct here, guys, and the correct answer is option number B. Very good, Mehak. Very good, Alpana. Very good, Ankit, Stenson. And guys, everybody has to answer here. This is not done. हम यहाँ पे कीर्तन या भजन नहीं कर रहे हैं कि आप बस सुनने आए हो. प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट इन दिस सेशंस बिकॉज दे आर मेड फॉर यू. ठीक है, ये आपके लिए हैं. हम आपके लिए लेके आते हैं ऐसे पैसेजेस. तो प्लीज एवरीबडी पार्टिसिपेट. गलत हो जाएगा कोई बात नहीं यार. नोबडी इज जजिंग. ठीक है, यहाँ कोई जज नहीं कर रहा. एंड इफ यू फील जज्ड देन आई डोंट थिंक दिस इज द राइट प्लेटफॉर्म. क्यों? क्योंकि यार ये चीज तो आपको फेस करनी ही पड़ेगी लाइफ में. सो either it's better you face it here rather than facing it there. Make sense? Chalo guys, next passage पे चलते हैं. There is another passage, and this is again a short one. So the question is, on the basis of the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Okay, there again we have assumptions. So let's read the passage, guys, and this time everybody has to participate. Inequality is visible, even statistically measurable in many instances, but the economic power that drives it, it is invisible and not measurable. So वो क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? इनइक्वालिटी हमें दिखती है, मतलब अमीरी और गरीबी के बीच में जो जो दोनों की दशा है, जो दोनों के बीच में इनइक्वालिटी है, वो हमें दिखती है. ठीक है, स्टेटिस्टिकली मेजरेबल भी है बहुत सारे इंस्टेंसेस में. ठीक है, लेकिन जो इकोनॉमिक पावर जो इसको क्रिएट करती है, वो इकोनॉमिक पावर इनविजिबल है और वो मेजरेबल नहीं है. लाइक द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी, पावर इज द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इनइक्वालिटी. सो वो क्या कह रही है, जो इकोनॉमिक पावर है, दिस इज द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इनइक्वालिटी, कि उसी पावर की वजह से ही इनइक्वालिटी शुरू होती है, उसी से बनती है. बी इट ऑफ इनकम, वेल्थ, जेंडर, रेस, रिलीजन एंड रीजन. Its effects are seen in a pervasive manner in all spheres, but the ways in which economic power pulls and tilts visible economic variables remain invisibly obscure. Right? So it was a good passage, meaningful passage. So on the basis of the above passage, they have made three assumptions. So the first assumption is economic power is the only reason for the existence of inequality in a society. Guys, you remember about extreme options, right? So please be careful. Second assumption is inequality of different kinds, income, wealth, etc. reinforces power. And third is economic power can be analyzed more through its effects than by direct empirical methods. Ankit again says B, Mehak says B. Rajnandani Kumari, Rajnandini Kumari says B. Okay. What about others? Devan says B. Yes, Tanzan, what's your answer? Bhushan says B. Alpana, very good. B. So guys, the economic power is the only reason. So guys, we can eliminate option number 1 clearly. Or guys, अगर option number 1 गलत है, so that means simple सी चीज यार, I can eliminate option D, C and A because all 3 options have option number 1. So this is a smart way of opting your options or choosing your options. So very well done. Very good, Narendra. Very good, Stanzen. Very good, guys. Your answer is B. Moving ahead, guys. There's another passage I would like to discuss with you, and this is actually something to understand. So let's read the question first, and then we will read the passage. Which one of the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? So guys, we have to find inference this time. So let's read the passage. Climate change may actually benefit some plants by lengthening growing seasons and increasing carbon dioxide. तो क्या कह रहा है कि climate change may actually benefit some plants by lengthening growing seasons and increasing carbon dioxide. Yet other effects of a warmer world, such as more pests, droughts, and flooding, will be less benign. That means that climate may support some plants, but on the other hand, the other effects of climate change, such as drought, pests, and flooding, would be very, very critical for plants. How will the world adapt? That's the question. Now, researchers project that by 2050, suitable croplands for 4 commodities, which are namely maize, potatoes, rice, and wheat, will shift. So, he says researchers project that by 2050, suitable croplands for 4 commodities will shift. In some cases, pushing farmers to plant new crops, and farmers will also have to plant new crops instead of these crops. Some farmlands may benefit from warming, but others won't. So climate alone does not dictate yields. Political shifts, global demand, and agricultural practices will influence how farms fare in the future. So we have to find a rational inference, guys. So let's read the options. Farmers who modernize their methods and diversify their fields will be in an advantageous position in future. Second is climate change will adversely affect the crop diversity. Shifting major crops to new croplands will lead to a great increase in the total area under cultivation and thus an increase in overall agricultural production. And fourth is climate change is the most important factor affecting the agricultural economy in the future. Yes, guys. I think I have found my answer. Let's see what is your answer. Are you sure, Stanzen? Option B is the correct answer. Read the option again, please. Devan, Mehak, you too. Climate change will adversely affect the crop diversity. Now, climate change will adversely affect the crop diversity. What is crop diversity, guys? Does not make sense, right? Climate change will affect crops, but crop diversity is the way out. So that's what he wants to say. Very good, Ankit. Very good, Narendra. Nahi, Rajnandan Kumari. It's not D. Mehak, Devan, Stanzen, it's not B. It's not D. The correct option is option number A. No, Bhushan. Climate change is the most important factor affecting the agricultural economy in the future. Nahi. See, guys, this climate alone does not dictate yields. Political shifts, global demand, and agricultural practices will influence how farms fare in the future. तो ऑप्शन डी तो यहीं से एलिमिनेट हो जाता है यार. ये कहते हैं क्लाइमेट सिर्फ अकेला ही नहीं है जो यील्ड्स को डिक्टेट करता है, और बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं लाइक पॉलिटिकल शिफ्ट्स, ग्लोबल डिमांड एंड एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस एंड मेनी मोर. So we can eliminate D looking at this sentence. Option number C is contradictory to the statement. D, you understood that climate change would adversely affect the crop but you did not understand it will affect the crop diversity. But option number A, that is the correct inference. He wants to warn the farmers. He wants to warn people about the effect of climate change and how to adapt for it. So the inference is farmers who modernize their methods and diversify their fields. That means they have more options to choose their crops from, and they modernize their methods, will be in an advantageous position in future. Why, Stanzen? Could you explain how climate change will adversely affect the crop diversity? It's good to stand with your opinion, Stanzen. No issues with that. But uh, could you shed some light onto why you want to stick with option number B? What do you understand by crop diversity? That if one crop does not work, or if there is a particular place where you cannot, you are not getting a good yield for a particular crop, you can, you can use other crops. You can grow other crops to get better yields and better production. So that is called diversity. But he says um, that these four commodities will shift. So in some cases, pushing farmers to plant new crops. So that means they will have to choose to diversify their crops, right? And that is the only way. भूषण अभी अभी देखो इसने दिया हुआ है पुशिंग फार्मर्स टू प्लांट न्यू क्रॉप्स. प्लांटिंग न्यू क्रॉप्स का मतलब क्या हुआ कि देखो वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि रिसर्चर्स कह रहे हैं कि 2050 तक मेज, पोटैटोस, राइस एंड व्हीट, ये चारों की जो क्रॉप लैंड्स हैं, दे विल मूव. सुटेबल क्रॉप लैंड्स फॉर फोर कमोडिटीज विल शिफ्ट. तो ये शिफ्ट हो जाएंगी, एंड इन सम केसेस, कुछ केसेस में फार्मर्स को पुश भी करना पड़ेगा टू प्लांट न्यू क्रॉप्स. Modernizing methods, okay. uh, some farmlands may benefit from farming, but others won't. See, the double statement stands in. He says that modernizing their methods means to use better methods, right? So, okay, let me explain to you again. So he began the passage by saying climate change may actually benefit some plants, but on the other hand, such as pests, droughts, and flooding. So, Stenson, how do you fight these effects? How do you fight pests? How do you fight droughts? How do you fight flooding? I think modernizing your methods of farming, don't you think? Okay, how would you say that climate change will adversely affect crop diversity? So, how did you come to that conclusion, Stenson? Of course, that is crop diversification, yeah, Stenson. Pushing farmers to plant new crops. That means if whatever crops they are planting already, they will be forced to plant new crops. That means they will have to diversify their choices. That is what diversification means, Tanzil. No, no, it's not about who's wrong. It may be possible that I'm wrong. Stanzin, I'm not a genius or I'm not a computer. But this is what I feel that a better option, right? And I will also cross check it with the actual answer key. But that's what I remember from last year, that's the correct answer for this passage, that climate change would adversely affect crops. If it had been crops, I would have 100% gone for option B. But how will climate change will affect adversely crop diversity, right? So that was the question point here. So when they're questioning crop diversity, crop diversification is basically a way of fighting, effects of climate change, if you've read it, right? So that was my explanation. I hope you all understood it. But it was a good interaction. Good job, guys. I really commend. it is, I really commend the way you present your options and the way you analyze your answers. Right? Good, bad, correct, and incorrect. That's not the point. Point is, it should be a healthy discussion, right? At the end of the day. So good job, Stenzen. Good job, Devan, Ankit, Bhushan, Alpna, and very well done, guys. Chalo, and next passage dekhte hain ek aur. This is an interesting one. Okay, which of the following is the most logical, scientific, rational inference? Okay, now we have to find more logical, scientific, and rational inference. So let's read the passage, guys. A bat's wings may look like sheets of skin. ठीक है? A bat's wings, एक चमगादड़ के जो wings होते हैं, they may look like sheets of skin, but underneath a bat has the same 5 fingers as an orangutan or a human, as well as a wrist connected to the same cluster of wrist bones connected to the same long bones of the arm. What can be more curious than that? The hand of a man formed for grasping, that of a mole for digging, the leg of the horse, the paddle of the porpoise, and the wing of the bat should all be constructed on the same pattern. So what could be the logical, scientific, and rational inference after reading the passage? Now, different species have having similar structure of hands is an example of biodiversity. Okay? Limbs being used by different species for different kinds of work is an example of biodiversity. Okay? Man and the aforementioned animals have similar structure of limbs is an example of coincidence in evolution. Or man and the aforementioned animals have a shared evolutionary history. What do you say, guys? Okay, Ankit says D, Stenzen says D, Raj Nandini says D, Alpana D, Bhushan, very good, D. Yes, guys, what about others? What do you say? So it's not, absolutely it's not a coincidence. So we can eliminate option number C, right? महक सी तो हो ही नहीं सकता यार, ये कोइंसिडेंस कैसे? साइंटिफिक इन्फ्रेंस क्या है? हम देख रहे हैं कि इतने अलग अलग तरह के जानवर हैं, बट और ह्यूमन बींग्स भी साथ में है, उन सबका जो बोन्स का स्ट्रक्चर है वो एक सेम पैटर्न पे बना हुआ है. ये क्या चीज दर्शाता है? क्या ये सिर्फ एक इत्तेफाक की बात है, या हम सबकी जो एवोल्यूशनरी हिस्ट्री है वो सेम रही होगी? We may look different now, but initially our the species where we evolved from, they all have the same evolutionary history. Is that possible? Or different species is an example of biodiversity. Very good, Narendra. Nahi, Devan. C, nahi. The correct answer is D, guys. Man and the aforementioned animals have a shared evolutionary history. That's the logical inference. That's why they all have the same structure of hands. It's not an example of biodiversity. Biodiversity is existence of different species or different types of animals at the same place in that at the same time. So correct option is option number D. Very well done, guys. Very good, Ankit. Very good, Stenzen, Rajendran. Very good, Alpana, Bhushan, Mehak. I hope you understood it. Devan, samajh aa gaya. Narendran, very good. Good job. So the correct answer was option number D. Next question, guys. Next passage. So, are you ready? Shall we? So we again have to find a logical and rational inference. So the passage goes like this. Low-end IoT, Internet of Things devices, that means low-end IoT devices are cheap commodity items. Addressing security would add to the cost. Now, this class of items is proliferating with new applications. Many home appliances, thermostats, security and monitoring devices, and personal convenience devices are part of the IoT. So are fitness trackers, certain medical implants, computer-like devices in automobiles. So the IoT is expected to expand exponentially, but new security challenges are daunting. So he says that we are surrounded by devices and instruments that have low IoT. That means low end Internet of Things devices, right? So everything around us, our mobile phones, our tablets, our smart watches, our our computers, everywhere you can see there are certain devices which are connected with internet. So everything that is connected with internet, there comes a question of security, right? So let's read the options now. Development of enabling technologies in India can be a big boost to its manufacturing sector. Okay, India is not yet fully ready to adopt IoT in view of the imminent security challenges. Okay, life becomes more comfortable with the development of cheap, low-end IoT devices. Okay, as we go digital, we must recognize the huge threat to internet security from some IoT devices. What do you say, guys? Very well done, Bhushan, Stanzen, Mehak, Rajnandani, Narendra, Alpna. Good job, guys. Absolutely correct, Priyanka. Option number D is the correct option, that as we go digital, we must also understand the threat to security from some IoT devices. Very good, Mir Sohel. Very good, Ankit. Very good, Dheeraj Karan. Good noon here. So now quickly give me your score, guys. Out of 5 passages, out of 5 questions, how many correct, how many wrong? Quickly give me your score. And guys, this is the homework passage. Now you can read the passage, but you have to answer the question in the comment section of this video, and we will discuss this passage tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. So this is the homework passage, and that is the question. You will get the PDF of this session in the Telegram channel that we have created. If you have not already joined the Telegram channel, the link is given in the description of the video. Just go join and you will find all the PDFs available there, downloadable, and you can get them printed out as well. All right, Dheeraj, you got late. Okay, Narendra, 4 out of 5, very well done. Stenzen, 4 out of 5, very well done. Narendra, okay. Then it should be 4 out of 4, Narendra. Good job. That's okay, Dheeraj, no issues. Ankit, 4 out of 5, very good. Alpna, 4, very good. Bhushan, 4. Rajnandani, 4, very good. Sir, I correct 3, Devan. Okay, not bad. सर वाई इंटरफेस वाले क्वेश्चंस में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है. वाई इंटरफेस आकांक्षा, मुझे समझ नहीं आया आप क्या कह रहे हैं. कुड यू इलैबोरेट? कौन से? अच्छा, इन्फ्रेंस. अरे वाई इन्फ्रेंस, मैं उसको कुछ और पढ़ रहा था. अच्छा, इन्फ्रेंस वाले. आपने शुरू के लेक्चर देखे आकांक्षा? जब इन्फ्रेंस का मतलब मैंने समझाया था, तो एक बार इस सीरीज में ना लेक्चर 1, 2, 3, 4, ये 4 लेक्चर्स एक बार देख लो. उसमें मैंने यही सब समझाया है कि अजम्पशन, इन्फ्रेंस, कंक्लूजन कैसे डिसाइड करना है, क्या डिफरेंस होता है इनमें, और कैसे इनको फिगर आउट करना है. ठीक है, यस यस, अब समझ आ गया. नो इश्यूज, नो इश्यूज सोहेल. इसको दोबारा देख लो. So guys, before you leave the session, again I would like to inform you that Civil Staff has launched a crash course as well as test series for your preparation. And guys, you have good 140 days to prepare. Guys, you all very well know that the exam has been postponed from 27th of June to 10th of October, right? So guys, this is the crash course that we have launched for your preparation, which includes all the GS video lectures, downloadable lecture handouts, previous 25 years of previous year questions, 18 tests including GS and CSAT, current affairs 2600 questions. So 26 tests, 2600 questions, all CSAT video lectures and personal mentorship. And the price used to be this, but we are offering you 50% discount, and you can use the code to get this discount, UPSC 50. Same, we have these test series, and you can also look at these if you wish to prepare for. Dheeraj, tomorrow, next class is tomorrow, same 12 p.m. Yes, Bhushan, they are very, very important, Akansha, so do watch them. Next class will be tomorrow, Akansha, 12 p.m. मेरी क्लासेस अंकित थर्सडे और फ्राइडेज को होती है। सो आई थिंक मंडे ट्यूसडे क्वांट होता है, फिर वेडनेसडे आई थिंक रीजनिंग होता है, फिर आई थिंक थर्सडे फ्राइडे इंग्लिश होता है। सो दैट इज द आई थिंक द रूटीन फॉर दीज सेशंस। So guys, do you have any doubts or any queries? So guys, कैसा लगा यार सेशन? ये भी प्लीज बता दो। फीडबैक इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। अच्छा लगा, अच्छा नहीं लगा तो भी बता दो, और अच्छा लगा तो यार एक लाइक का बटन है, उसको प्लीज प्रेस कर दो यार, इट्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, है ना। हम इतनी सब इतनी मेहनत करते हैं यार आपके लिए, तो इतना तो एटलीस्ट आप कर सकते हो, राइट? So guys, if you have any doubts or if you have any queries, you could call us on this number 8146207241. That's on your screen. And you can also drop us an email at hello@civilstaff.com. Right? Thank you, Ankit. Yes, Ankasha. Thursdays and Fridays are my days. Right? Hello, Bhushan. Thank you so much, yaar. Thank you, Suhail. They are always with you. Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you so much, buddy. No, no, Stanton. Thank you so much again. I am really obliged, and I am honored to have students like you who are always there on time and they are very passionate about their studies. So keep the fire going. And guys, we are also we are also in the, there are a few other series that we are, bringing up. They're in the pipeline, where we will provide you, a mentorship, where we will share our journey with you, how our life experience has been, as a teacher, as a mentor, how, what my experience has been, what special students I remember from my past. I'll try to share that with you. Some motivational stories we have that we wanted to share with you. So we will bring, we'll be up with those sessions very soon. आप सबने TVF aspirants तो सबने देख लिया होगा ना? So guys, you liked it or not? अच्छा लगा या नहीं लगा? So kind of the same pattern, we want to boost up your morale, but हम कुछ marketing नहीं करना चाह रहे उसमें. We really wish to connect with you. जैसे कुछ दिन पहले अगर आपने हमारा ज्वाइन किया है तो आपके पास मेल आई होगी, दीपक सर ने बहुत अच्छा आपके साथ